What is going on, guys? Got some LVT Amphibious vehicle gameplay for you guys today. This is for the allies here. This is one of the vehicles where you can play in the water and on land, so it's a kind of a unique thing on the battlefield. God, man, if there is just not enough weapons on the Pacific update that were not monsters, I mean, this might be the ultimate one. If you thought the Type 10 stationary gun was a beast, this thing here is, in my opinion, probably the most powerful anti-infantry weapon in Battlefield 5. This is a specialization that you unlock by grinding out the LVT, and once you get it, it just, as you can see, it just completely destroys the battlefield. I had a 106 kill game. You see on the thumbnail that I had 108. That's because, you know, at the very start, I'm not able to use my specialized, fully upgraded LVT, and I had to use the one that spawned. So, got 2 kills was at the very start, but the rest of my 106 kills goes directly to this gun right here. It is just an absolute monster, man. There's nothing you can do. It is just nothing you can do. I mean, this thing has to be OP. Because I actually had a game earlier today where I got like 70 or 80 kills, and I was like, you know what? I bet I can get 100 kills with this. I was just gonna do a video just on the 80 kill game, but I was like, you know what? Let me do it again. I bet I can get over 100, and yeah. So that to me is usually a little bit of an indicator that we got something pretty crazy here. Now, this is actually designed to be an anti-air gun, and that's how it's advertised for us in the specializations. But yeah, I've been using it just more for infantry. Now, you can use it against air, and it does pretty well. I mean, look at this right here. You know, oh god. I was gonna say it does pretty well against air. It's not quite as powerful as, you know, using an anti-air gun, but it's definitely not as weak as like a machine gun. You know, it's not going to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage on airplanes. Now, you can actually take airplanes out, but you do have to make sure you're just aiming really well. The turret on this is absolutely exceptional. Like the movement for it, you can look straight up, you can look just everywhere. It's just amazing. That's what really makes this such a beast on the battlefield, is the turrets, range, and just the power that it has. Plus the ammunition is pretty impressive as well. It's 600 stock, and if you use one of the specializations, which I do have on, you can get equipped up to 800. There's one big downside though, and with the specialization equipped, this is the only gun you have, and it does absolutely nothing against tanks. So there is the biggest downside you can have is you having a, you know, a tank that can't do anything against tanks. It's purely for, or ideally it's for air. That's what the specializations tell us. But I mean, I find way more luck using it against infantry. That's basically what I used it the whole time for. I didn't shoot an airplane one time this round. So yeah, so you gotta watch out for tanks. The moment you see one tank, as you're going to see here in a little bit, I'm going to turn the corner up here, and I'm going to run into a tank. And I'm just going to instantly just turn around. Don't even bother. There's no point. There's nothing you can do. So if you intend on having the specialization equipped, do expect to be running away from tanks. So there's a couple specializations that I'm going to show you guys here in a second that you're going to want to have equipped, because it will definitely help you out a lot. As you can see, I'm 48-2 right now, so I had my 2 deaths earlier, and I tried to push up the beach, and then again I had 2 extra kills with using the stock version of the LVT. But there it is. There's another tank, and I just moved back instantly. I don't waste any time. Don't even bother. Just get out of there as quick as you can. And then I'm just going to completely start shredding people from this angle right here. So absolutely insane of a gun. I mean, I don't know, guys. I think this is the peak of weapons I think you could be using on the battlefield right now. I mean, yes, if you're going against tanks, you're going to lose without a doubt. There's nothing you can do. There's no damage you can do on tanks with this gun at all, so you're done. But if you can do everything else and just have a few teammates that can handle the tanks, I mean, there's nothing the enemy team can do here. So yeah, I'm just going to completely keep shredding people. I had a weird event happen here. I was getting sniped from, you know, one of the anti-tank guns for the sniper class, and then like out of nowhere, I just take on a lot of damage and die. So I'm assuming someone came up from behind me and killed me there, because I don't think that was enough to take me out. But let's talk quickly about the specializations here, because there's more than just having that 50 cal machine gun anti-air unit equipped. There's other specializations that will really help you out. For instance, the first one here, which is being able to spot players when you're using the scope. This is absolutely huge because, I mean, you can just spot people all day long, and even if they like avoid you briefly, you can still see them hiding in the brush or whatever they're doing. It's just absolutely huge to have that. The other Amphibious vehicle for the Japanese does have the same type of 50 cal anti-air gun, but on the same level where you choose either the 50 cal or the other two ones to the side, it has the spotting scope right next to it. So you have to choose either or. You can't have both. So this is the reason why I think the LVT is probably the more superior amphibious vehicle for right now. I did have the extended smoke used, which really helps you out a lot because it just continuously throws out smoke when you use that, and that's really needed the moment you see an enemy tank approaching you, because the moment you see that, you just want to hide yourself and get out of there as quick as you can. You have the armor piercing rounds that you have to choose, but you know, that gets eliminated the moment you choose the 50 cal anti-air gun, because that eliminates any other weapons that you're going to have. So it's the only one, again, you can have. Chose a field repair, and then I had the increased ammo because I think having that extra 200, so like I was saying earlier, you have to start with 600, and then you get an addition of 800, I think is really helpful. You could choose the, you know, increased primary weapon speed, I think up by 10%, but I really feel like having extra ammo really helps, as you can see. So I mean, you can really do damage before you ever need to, you know, go and, you know, refill yourself. So we're gonna push over here to the middle sector, and this is just a nightmare for them. I mean, the moment I'm up here, there's just nothing that they can do. There's just nothing they can do at all. Their only hope, again, is to shell me with their tanks, because I'm at an angle here where, I mean, look at me, I'm like in weird spots, and I can just twist my gun around basically. But this is their only hope. They have to shell me and keep making me respect that, so I keep being pushed back. But fortunately, I had some teammates and a tank across the map that was putting damage on that tank, so I was able to basically shoot up here freely. Yeah, the interesting thing about this gun too is you can play aggressive with it, but even if you stay back like this, it kills the enemy team so fast that, I mean, you can stop them from pushing up, and, you know, if your teammates are trying to challenge the flag and it causes the enemy team to have to spawn further back, I mean, you can just mow everyone down. I mean, it's so quick. I mean, look at me just ending people. You still have to, you know, be concerned about, you know, not overheating your gun, so that is a realistic thing that ends up happening to you. So, but at the end of the day, it's, again, not that bad. I mean, if I'm getting 106 kills, clearly it's not that bad, right? Oh man, dude, the thing is just absolutely just devastating on the battlefield. As you can see here, we're about to finish capping B. I'm just picking off a few more players. And now what I really wanted to try was, can I be effective shooting in the caverns on Iwo Jima? And it turns out, yes. I mean, the moment this gun nicks them, even if they're running by, it just shreds them. So if you kind of pace your shots really well, you don't want to overheat your gun, and you don't want to waste ammo as well too. I mean, you can really do damage on the enemy team. The only other downside to this vehicle and having this stuff equipped, like we mentioned earlier, the one big downside is against tanks. Another big downside is the movement performance for the tank. Because it's an amphibious vehicle, it works really well in water, right? So you can, you know, drive around the water, but it sacrifices a little bit of like traction for trying to get over things like tank stoppers. So I was not able to get over these tank stoppers at all, so that kind of hindered me, and that would have been kind of helpful. Maybe you guys would have a little better luck than me getting over these tank stoppers, but it was a bit challenging. And just in general, driving the tank around, there were moments I was trying to climb on top of this like little ledges of rocks, and I was struggling. So that was a little bit interesting, and I feel like actually if I was able to maneuver a little bit better with my traction, I probably could have gotten even like another like 20 kills. Spending so much time like trying to climb over things, and man, yeah, that's the other downside besides not having anything against tanks. So, but yeah, besides that, if you can manage either of those, this could be the, yeah. this is gonna get nerfed. There's just no way. The surprising thing was I haven't experienced this against me yet. So that was why I was like, what? Like, what is this thing? And yeah, I was first using it against airplanes, but the moment I saw the damage it was doing to the infantry, I was like, okay, this is clearly meant to be used against infantry, I guess. I mean, there's nothing in the description for the specialization that says anything about infantry, but they made sure to take away all your other guns, so I think the developers kind of had an idea. I don't know how much they kind of realized how devastating this would actually be, but like I was saying, I'm the only one I've seen to use this so far. I haven't seen anyone use this against me yet, and I haven't really been looking around too much for videos on the LVT, so maybe someone's probably used this already, but yeah, I just haven't seen this used, so I would suggest jumping on this while you can. It's pretty fresh on the battlefield, like I said. I haven't seen anyone using this, so it's pretty crazy. This Metaclass is going to save himself, though. He dropped smoke at the perfect time. I mean, man, I was about to shred his whole team here, but at the perfect time he dropped smoke, and I'm not able to spot any players here. However, I'm going to get a few more guys, and then I'm going to come to my final demise here. But yeah, definitely pretty cool stuff here. Monster of a weapon. I definitely suggest, again, jumping on this and equipping this as quick as you can, because who knows how long this is going to be here, if they're going to nerf this or what they're going to do, because like I was saying, it's just a monster, man. There's just nothing the enemy team can do really besides, yeah, attack me with tanks, use V1 rockets, you know, all the other things, but there's nothing the infantry can do. It's just absolute insane to use. It's the rate of fire, the amount of ammo. I'm fully armored up in the tank. The artillery truck is finally going to get me, though, and that's going to end it. And we're going to be able to get the top here. I'm going to go as a medic here really quick and finish it off. But yeah, that was a 108 kill game, 106 kills with just that form of the LVT, using that 50 caliber anti-air gun. And it's, again, just the craziest thing I've seen so far on Battlefield 5 was the weapon. I mean, I think this is the top right now. I don't know, it seems like it keeps scaling up the more and more we keep playing Pacific Theater. I keep finding more and more this crazy weapons that they put in here. So but that is it for you guys today. Again, I always appreciate you guys being here. I am Living, and I'll catch you guys again later.